Well, hello there, world.
Woohoo! We're here. We're here. Yay!
Yay. We have so much to say.
You say so much, and I'm going to make sure that David can get in because he's having a tough time.
All right. Well, hello, everyone in the world. I assume that everybody has stopped doing other things that are vital and important to them in order to join us here on this streamcast is the word I want to say, which I don't think is a real word, but there you go. Now you have a new word to add to your repertoire. There's repertoire in case you didn't have that one. Now you have two new words. I'm not stalling for time. This is just the way that I am. Welcome to Duo Roulette. We are super happy that you are here at the Vintage Improv Festival. The way Duo Roulette is put together, you, audience, lovely audience member, sitting or standing at home, gets to watch fun shows where not only the performers get to make up everything in their time, they'll have a little bit of time to play with one other person. That's why it's duo. But they don't even know who the person is that they're going to be playing with. It could be anybody. It could literally be anybody. Well, actually, it's limited to the people in the room. So there is that. But other than that, it's infinitely possible that it could be anybody. The whole process is random and lovely. You, as an audience member, get 10 votes per show. So we have multiple shows during this block, and you get 10 votes per show to spend however you want. And you're going to vote for your favorites. So they could be your favorite person that is facing the camera. We don't know how you're going to vote. You might know them. You might not know them. You might want to know them. We have no idea. But we will have a lot of fun in getting there. So we'll have duo after duo after duo after duo, literally in that order, come up and knock your visual virtual socks off one after the other. Now I'm stretching. I've reached the point where I'm stretching. So,
as soon as our other friend shows up, he'll just have to pop on.
All right. And I think there's a video we have that will entice you to see other things at the Vintage Improv Festival during the course of
I think she was playing that before we came in. That was playing before we came in, so we don't have to worry about that.
Progress. I love it.
We do have a video for what Duo Prov is if you want to run that. Duo Roulette.
What it is? Sure. I'd love to. So.
Woo!
Woo!
Spend your time wisely, is what I always say. Well, I haven't said that until just now, but counting now, I say it all the time.
All right. So we bring up who we've got here.
So let's bring up everybody, because everybody is going to get a chance to have one sentence or so, maybe two, but about a sentence to hype yourself. Because the whole idea of Duo Roulette is that you're trying to get people to vote for you. The more votes that you get that equal points, the more points that you have, and the further you can advance. It's not about skill. It's not like your skill set. Yes, we know you're lovely and talented. That's a given. This is about popularity and votes. So either by hook or by crook, get as many points as you have. So we're going to bring everybody up on screen. And one by one, you will get a chance. We'll steer at you. You will have the opportunity to shamelessly plug. So in no particular order, except the way that I see it. Marty, you have a sentence. What's your ploy?
You should vote for me, Marty Cohen, because none of these others are me, and that fact has tarnished their life, though they are trying very hard not to show it.
Ooh, nice use of the word tarnish. All right. That's what Marty has to say. What about Carolyn? Carolyn, how are you going to get people to vote for you?
Yes, vote for me, because then you will receive good karma.
Ooh, good karma. There's always room for good karma. Kristen, what say you to this karma promise, and what is your way to get people to vote?
I'm just excited to be here, and I'm sure everybody will do a great job. So just vote for whoever. Follow your heart.
Yay, I love Follow Your Heart. That's awesome. Mr. Kevin O'Toole, how are you going to expect people will vote? Kevin, I hear you agreeing people should follow their heart.
I expect people will vote with all the conviction that...
Yes, follow your heart and convictions. If you have any, make sure that they take place when you're voting. Gil, how are you going to get people to vote for you?
Yeah, this is the most meaningful competition I've been in since
people
I
should
won
follow
a
their heart,
salami
absolutely.
by throwing a softball at it 20 feet away. And by voting for me and moving me on, you can make me every bit as happy as eating that salami.
Lovely. I love this audio mystery that we have that's happening where we're hearing lots of things at the same time. That's part of the excitement, guys. That's part of the fun. Peg Davis, I expect you're going to get people to vote for you. What is your plan?
I just plan to be myself, because sometimes I'm so funny when I don't even know I'm funny. So I hope you think so too.
Ooh, I love it. That's a strong case. David just showed up and may not know what we're doing. David, we are giving all of the contestants in this round the opportunity to say a sentence or so about why.
Say a little more. I got this. Okay. So I haven't won anything since my son was born. So it's really, and he's 30. So it's really important to me that I go out with a flourish, and I'm willing to buy votes. I put that out to people, and if you don't know me and you want to message me, find out the price and we'll make it happen.
Go out with a flourish. Is there something you're not telling us, David?
Yeah.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, Michael, what is your game plan to get your people to vote for you?
So I do improv because it makes me laugh and think, and I'm hoping for everybody out there, it makes at least one of those two happen.
Yes, lovely. All right. We're going to shuffle everyone back into the back room. That's what's nice about StreamYard, is we can move you around. And then this way I can draw names from a hat. And I don't have a hat, but I do have a Barry's Tea Box, so that it's official.
Yeah, he lied earlier, said he had a hat, then he got out a tea box. I was just really upset.
I'm certain I have names in here. I don't know if I have all the names, but I have names, so it'll work out.
So we are letting Michael go first, which he already knows, because he is actually in the working world, and Rick is now choosing his partner, and we will put them on stage. And
we have Mike.
There we go.
Michael. We'll be playing with Martin Cohen. That's our first duo. Now, here's just a tiny little bit of additional information that you need to know. First off, I'm going to get you a suggestion because it would be harder to do it in this format than if I just give you a random one. And I have these cards that have random. Oops, wait, wrong cards.
Oh,
I have
no,
these
those cards. Those
that have
cards.
suggestions on them. So I'll give you your suggestions. You won't have to worry about that. And you will have 7 minutes to do with whatever you please. If you want to do a scene, if you want to do many scenes, if you want to do whatever you want to do. I think I made that clear. So your word is the word tier. Tier.
So David missed this, or Marty missed this one part.
Okay.
7 minutes. We will pop a little thing up that says 2 minutes left. Then we'll pop one up that says 30 seconds. That is not a hard stop. Let your scene come to an end wherever it wants to. Now, if you find a button way before that, you end it when you want to. This is just crazy wild. Do whatever you want.
You keep telling me not to cry. You keep telling me not to cry, but I really want to cry because it hurts so much.
What's it
Why
changing?
do you tell me not?
What is it fixing?
It fixes me inside because I feel broken, and this way I can feel the gears turning around instead of going counterclockwise. They're turning clockwise, and I am feeling.
Your ice cream's on the ground. Crying's not going to bring your ice cream back.
It does in my dreams. Why can't it in real life?
I'll buy you another ice cream. I'm sorry.
Money can't solve my problems. You know that.
Oh, come here. No, money can't solve problems. I feel really bad. I got angry. I hit your ice cream. It's not the first time.
I know. The thing is, it's almost like it'd have been worse if you hadn't. But the fact that you did made it that it isn't the way it was because it should have been.
You're completely right. You're completely right, Todd.
Look, Mel,
I'm not just. Oh, go ahead.
Whatever you are, you're not good at it.
No, I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good person. And I thank you for at least hearing me out.
The least you could do is wipe my tears.
All right. There you go, Todd.
Oh. Well, but I still feel really bad inside. Look at that. It's a beautiful rocky road and chocolate
it was,
pistachio mint, and it's the perfect combination. It's gone forever because nothing like that will exist as far as I can tell.
That's the thing about ice cream. It's never the exact same twice. Just like, well, friendships. And it's just melting into the pavement, and there's
a dog that's coming to lick it up. And that's how I feel that I've been treated all my life.
Like a dog?
Well, like that too. But I feel like I fall on the pavement and something that's not human licks me up. And then my life continues on, and I feel like I've been converted into a Klein bottle going through a 4-dimensional self-intersection that isn't in the real world.
That's complicated, Todd.
It's only complicated to those for whom it is complicated.
So it's not just me, like everybody in your life.
My life is such a tangled web. Oh, what a tangled web I achieve when I fall down and I fail to grieve. Shakespeare should have written that.
Yeah, that I was about to say that sounds like something Shakespeare would write. But I bet Shakespeare would say that a complicated life is a good life because you can't predict it. It's not the same thing every day. It's not boring. But I'm not excusing being a terrible friend.
Good. I'm glad you understand that.
I still want to buy you more ice cream. And I know that's not going to fix it.
Will you buy me more ice cream for the rest of my life?
You know what? Yeah, you deserve it. Rocky Road, whenever you want.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's
Scene.
Yay! Everybody cheer for our buddies here. So everybody go over to the event and in the comments, vote for Marty or vote for Michael. You can vote up to 10 times. You can save some of those votes for people later on, or you can vote them all out right now.
And here's an election where you can really say vote wisely and vote often.
Use all 10 of them.
Right.
All right.
All right, we're gonna send those guys to the back line. Great job. Let's talk about voting because we talked about it, but we can talk about it more. So if you're on the Facebook stream, I think those are the right words. You can type the name of. You must type the name of the person for whom you're voting. Otherwise, we'll have no idea. But since you get 10 votes, you could write the same name over and over and over. So you could write Michael over and over, or you could split your vote. Michael, Marty. You can do it that way. Or
Peg.
Yeah. Or you can use emoticons, and we don't care what emoticon you use, but we're only going to count up to 10 votes per show. So that you just saw was a show. So you each, for each of them, get 10 votes.
No, for 10 votes for this whole show for the hour.
I accept.
You can only vote 10 times this hour. So you can vote all 10 of those votes on that first act, or you can split them up, or you can wait to the end and decide who you thought was the best.
That's correct.
All right, draw some names for us, Rick.
Yeah, okay. Time for our next round. What yield ye, box of Barry? All right, next up we have Peg Davis, who is going to be playing with Gil Brenham. And same thing, you guys will have 7 minutes. I'm going to get a suggestion for you, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to shuffle so that people can see that I am giving it a fresh shuffle to give you a word. And your word is Monday. Monday. When I go away, your time will start.
This seems like the 5th Monday this week.
It certainly does. And I hate Mondays.
Yeah. I think it's because your first birthday was on a Monday.
And my second and my third.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you're a leap year baby.
Yeah, I guess you're also, but on the bright side, you're only a quarter of my age.
I know, I'm always going to be younger than you.
Yeah, and I think you got less mileage too. I've lived a pretty burn the candle at both ends kind of life.
Honey, I've got a lot less mileage than you do. I know about your path.
Look, Joan, you said that was strictly between us and it would never come out.
Yeah, but I have to keep thinking about it. I mean, you really were playing around before I met you.
Yeah, but before I met you.
But not now?
Before I met you.
You didn't answer that question, did you, Harry?
No, I didn't.
You didn't answer.
I did not. It's complicated.
Complicated? It's very simple. I've been hearing rumors about you.
Well, it's going to sound real hokey, but
Try me.
It's the God honest truth. It's every time I think of you being a quarter my age, I don't think I stack up. And so I keep trying to practice.
So what are you saying? You're going after older women?
Well, it's in multiples of 4. So I try to do it in quartiles, somebody your age is the number of birthdays you've had, and some of it is people that are in the next phase of that, and the third phase, and the fourth phase. And Joan, I'm just really tired.
Harry, I'm kind of tired of listening to you.
I know. It really sounds like bullshit, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It really is bullshit.
Yes, it is.
How
are we going to fix this?
Well, you believed me, didn't you?
I believe you now.
But you believed me when I said I was having 4 times as much sex as you did.
Yes, and I believe that.
Well,
that's why I'm upset.
But are you upset or are you jealous?
I don't even know who to be jealous of. I mean, I'm younger. Why should I be jealous of these older women?
Well, I said it was all bullshit. It really is. Meaning that I barely have time to keep up with you.
You got that right.
Yeah, so the bullshit was I was just trying to make myself look good.
So I would think that you were more, as you say, potent.
That I had a longer candle.
Oh. You were afraid the wick was going to go out, weren't you?
Well, or at least that you quit lighting it because you didn't care anymore.
Oh, Harry, I do care.
Yeah. I'm sorry I screwed this all up.
You want to try to start over?
Seems like we've had 5 Mondays this week.
Okay. That's because my birthday's been on Monday 3 times.
Yeah, you hate Mondays.
I hate Mondays.
Thursdays are a much better day.
Let's pretend today's Thursday.
Yeah, let's.
All right. Starting now. It's Thursday.
Thursday.
The weekend is coming.
That's right.
Yay.
Hey. And see.
Yay! Thanks, guys. You guys ended right at the 2-minute mark. You still had a little bit of time. I love that. A little extra in the tank. I dig that. Great job. Vote for Jill and for Peg. People that are watching.
So go to the Facebook event where you are watching it already, probably. Go into the comments, and however many votes you want to give to each person here tonight, you can do up to 10. And if you want to give them all to one person, make your life easier. If you want to give them all to one person, you could put down Judy. Oh, wait, I don't get votes tonight. Anyway, Judy and 9 emoticons. Name counts for 1. So that would be 10 votes for whoever you're voting for. Or you could give 2 to Gil and 2 to Kristen and 2 to Kevin and 2 to Carolyn and 2 to one more person. And that would be your 10.
I saw Judy and the 9 emoticons on Disney Plus. It wasn't as good as the book.
No, it wasn't. You're right.
Yeah, there was something missing. All right, we're gonna pick our next pairing, our next duo. I'm so excited. All right, we got 2 names. Can you please come to the virtual stage? Kevin O'Toole and David Silverman. Here comes one. Here comes the other.
Well, now we're going to go away.
Well, we're going to go away as soon as we get you a suggestion, because we want to make sure that you have a suggestion with which you can either use or not use.
Oh, yeah.
So there's shuffling. You see me doing that.
Watch him carefully. He does magic tricks.
Pick a card, any card. That is groove is your suggestion. Groove.
And your time starts now.
Now.
I just don't feel I have it anymore. Yeah, my hearing is fading. I can't hear you. Like I don't. Like I just don't. I don't have it. We were so young together. I remember when you were a clearer communicator. We had more interaction. You spoke your truth. Sure, I'll have a beer with you. Yep. We had some good times there. Mark, you were my best friend once, and I'll never forget that. I miss our conversations. Truth be told, I miss you. Something's different. We used to have these deep conversations. You remember?
Yes. Yes. It's like, Mark, I'm sorry. I just didn't know what to say over here. It's just like, let my lips flap or whatever. I mean, but man, oh man. You know, we should talk more often, honestly. We should talk a lot more. Talk the truth more often.
We should talk more honestly. We should talk more honestly. Help me. I just want to reconnect with you. Which one is it?
We should talk with more honesty. Yeah. Yeah, sounds right. Yeah. More honesty. Hold on. Let me reach down deep in my soul. You should say more bullshit is basically what my soul is saying to me. So yeah. That's actually what we got to do when we talk. We have to just
bullshit.
Lie a lot more, a lot more convincingly.
Well, I could weather this relationship.
Hello,
if that's all that
I'm your friend, the President of the United States.
I see what you did there.
It seems.
It's so much easier now that I don't have to play games with trying to figure out, are you bullshitting me or not? President, you're bullshitting me. I can relate to that. Like, it energizes me.
I'm Jeff Bezos. Here's $1 billion. Don't you feel better? Huh? Don't you?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, no, I got what I need. I'm a simple man. You know, I mean, I like to have one of your drones, but that's about it. I don't have like a lot of like, oh, if I had $1 billion, then my life would be so much better and I could stop lying and bullshitting. Like, I got lying and bullshitting down. And I like having my relationship with you deepen from where we are.
All right, let me get another sip of beer and try this out here.
Whatever it takes.
Beer tastes like pee.
A good beer tastes like pee. Yeah. Can't agree with you more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love drinking piss with you.
I love drinking piss with you, man. Let's get pissed.
All right, just leave the $1 billion on the side and cheers. I'll see you next time. Okay. Thanks for everything.
Oh. Okay. Let me get into my shuttle.
Woohoo! Let's hear some
Wow.
cheers.
Yeah. All right. Get those voting buttons out, lovely voting people. You might be watching this not right now, by which I mean you're not watching it live, but wow, that's a philosophical thing. You might be not watching this right now, is what I just said. And that could be true. I don't even know what that means. Wow. This was all created on the spot. This was all part of the Vintage Improv Festival, which you saw at the beginning and you'll see more at the end. But just a reminder here in the little sandwichy part between like the mayo and the meat, if you're a meat eating person, that the Vintage Improv Festival goes today is Wednesday, the 8th, through the 12th, which is Sunday. And there's all kinds of awesome stuff to click on and watch. So yeah, get on that. All right.
Enjoy.
We have one more.
And remember this too. This is our first time ever doing this duo, and Mickey calls it roulette. It is not roulette. She's going with that French pronunciation because Mickey is fancy. So, duo roulette, first time ever. We'll have tweaks to it next time. This will be something you will see probably throughout the year. We're going to try and do some more duo relays. Some of them will just be a one-night thing where we get a bunch of people in and everybody votes that night. Other ones will be more like this. So more to come.
I just had a rush of excitement. Like, ooh, it's like a sugar rush.
Take a breath, Rick. Take a breath. All right. Now draw names for us. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Lovely improvisers. Calm down. Just breathe. We have Kristen Denning and we have Carolyn Cole that are going to be coming to the virtual stage next. And we're going to get a suggestion for them before we go away. The cards, the shuffling, it's all happening right here live, like a Subway sandwich that's being made right in front of you. Your suggestion is New York City. And your time will start as soon as we go away.
My God, I just snuck up past the doorman.
Yeah, I saw you come in, and at first I was shocked. Like, what is she doing here? And then I thought, it's fine. You're just whimsical. You know, you're just whimsical, Lisa.
I just had to come from. I mean, Kansas City doesn't hold a candle to this place.
Yeah, and you know, I would have been happy to to have you and to put you up. You could have even stayed on my couch if you had just given me a quick email or a little Facebook message or a text, or even had mailed me an old-fashioned postcard saying, I'm planning on visiting your sister.
Sis, I'm here, okay? I'm here. I'm not going to sleep in Grand Central Station.
Nobody was suggesting that you sleep in a train station. This is a place full of hotels. There's just a cornucopial amount. You could stay in a hostel, very affordable, sort of communal living, which maybe you'd like.
Maybe, but I want to spend a whole lot of time with you. I want to go and trail you at work and see what you're doing at Random House. I hear it's really exciting.
Lisa.
You're doing the pop-up books, right?
That's right. When you see a pop-up book these days, there's hardly any on the market that I haven't had a finger in, at least one, if not two.
I know, because you got it. Look at that. You got it, part of it on your wallpaper. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie that I do have a great career, and I appreciate your appreciation of it. And Lisa, I know I owe you a little bit of big sister mentorship. It's true.
A little bit, from when I saved you from drowning and just a few things like that. I won't bring that up again, okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You pulled me out of that river, right? Probably the very last second. But then again, let's be real. You did push me right into that river initially. So,
well, when you fall off the horse, you got to get back on the horse and look at you now. I mean, I take some credit. For that. But can we go to? I would like to just really plaster myself against you tomorrow.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm thinking to myself, the river, you save me from the river. I could maybe arrange for you to come take a tour of the office, sit in on one or two meetings with some of my highly sympathetic author friends who will not mind your disruptive nature. But I can't do a full day thing. No way.
Can I ask you a question? I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you love me?
Lisa, of course I love you. I love you. I am sometimes a little bit chagrined by you in that, again, I feel like if I showed up at your house in Indianapolis, I don't think you would love it either, just unannounced.
No, it's so boring there. It would be fabulous, but you never do. And I can see why, because this city's got it. This city's really got it. And I have to tell you, I love you so much. I really do.
Whenever you, God, I'm so cynical, and I'm sorry. I get it from Mom, I guess, but.
Or New York.
Certainly New York. You got to be cynical here to survive, and maybe that's afflicting me. But when you turn on the I love yous and the sweetness, historically that has been a build up to you asking me for something.
Oh no.
No, okay.
No, I really, really love you. You're my only sister. Who else could I spend this time with and have our whole history and
I don't know. You could make some, the history part, you're right. But you could visit New York with a friend and also give me a heads up. It's fine. You know what? I'm being so negative. Let me get you a sleeping bag. I'm excited you're here.
Okay. Yes.
Just promise me this isn't some sort of long con, right? I'm going to get into the spirit of it. We're going to go sightseeing. I'll take you to the Empire State Building.
Good. I love that.
If there's anything you need, you got to tell me now. You got to tell me right now.
I need a boyfriend.
Okay, that I can do. That we can certainly manage. Now it can't be a long-term boyfriend.
Robert?
Robert?
Yeah.
Does he live in New York now?
Uh-huh. Your old Robert is here.
And you would like to date my ex-boyfriend. Great.
Because you're done with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. I mean, we did break up 10 years ago, and I should remember that. But as you know, he was one of the great loves of my life.
Do you still carry a torch for Robert?
I have no business. I have no business carrying a torch for Mike. It's wrong of me. I mean, we've moved on, but yeah, but no, I am not a selfish sister. I'm a giver sometimes. I will get you in touch with Mike.
Mike? Robert's brother?
Robert. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I've had
Are you dating Mike now?
I'm dating Mike. I am dating Mike.
My God. I was only using Robert to get to Mike, and now you're dating Mike.
Lisa, we've always had similar tastes. If I wore a denim jacket to school, you very reliably would put one on. Yeah. And when I got that really cool red Camaro, the next day even you drove right on up in another one because our parents are too generous. Do you not want to branch out from me? I mean, we live in separate cities now. We've got separate lives.
Just get me that sleeping bag and I'll just sack out and we'll figure this out.
Scene! Lovely.
Yay!
Great job. Yay. Make sure you go out and vote, lovely human beings. Vote, vote, vote. Vote for all of the lovely people that you have seen perform. Again, you can divvy up your votes however you want. You can give them all to one person. You can spread them out. You can't do this wrong is the thing. The only way you could do it wrong would be to not participate and not vote. How could you not vote? That's my question. There's no way you can answer that because you'd feel compelled to vote. That's the way Dual Roulette works. We do have a little bit more time, and this is the fun part. So hopefully you'll be tuning into the Vintage Improv Festival throughout the weekend to see all the amazing shows. But before we let you move on and do other stuff, we're going to give each person a little bit of time to plea and scratch and whimper and demand and bargain for your votes by asking them a question, and then you can get to hear them answer it. So you got to see these people do improv, right? So you've seen them create magical others that were, possibly like them, but not exactly like them. In this little segment here, we're going to be channeling the actual human beings themselves, and they're actually going to just answer this question, and you're going to find great love for their answers. So here's the question that is going to be for everybody. What is and you'll each get a chance to answer this. What is the favorite item that you have purchased this year? That's the question for the group. So start thinking about that. I'll pick people to talk at random. Again, this isn't a character. This isn't a made up thing. This is a real thing that you bought. If you haven't bought anything, that's okay. You can, talk to us about something else. I am going to start with Mr. Kevin O'Toole. Kevin, what is your item that you've purchased this year?
And Kevin froze. Oh, you're moving again, Kevin. What did you purchase this year, Kevin?
Item that I purchased this year. That would
Your
be
favorite
actually,
item.
Yeah, kind of crappy connection. Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Okay. Item that is the, well, I can mention an item I got given to me this. About others, but yes.
We didn't get any of that, Kevin.
So there you go. Whatever you want to fill in the blank is what Kevin got. That was his favorite item.
Kevin, type it in the private chat. We'll let them all know.
Yeah, if you write it, we'll read it. Gil, what was the favorite thing that you got this year?
Favorite thing I got this year, my wife's birthday is Halloween, and so Every year, our house kind of looks like the electric light parade at Disneyland. And this year, I got a pair of glowing zombie hands on stakes that come out of the ground to light up our graveyard.
Yay!
Nice. Very cool.
A good
Very
reason to
cool.
vote for him.
Yeah. Carolyn,
Because
what
I've
about
got
you?
zombie
What's,
hands that'll come for you if you don't.
there you go. That's compelling.
Michael,
Carolyn,
let's
what
do
about you?
Michael
What's
just
your
in case
favorite
he has
item
to
that
run away. Michael?
Oh, I feel like I put so much pressure on you all. Thank you for being so accommodating. My favorite thing I bought this year is, for the handful of you that know me already, I'm a photographer. It's my side hustle, as the saying goes. And about 2 months ago, I bought a new camera for the first time in 14 years. Digital like the old one, but technically far more capable. And so far, I'm really happy with it. And it might sound cheesy, but I'm happy to, snap other people's moments so they can see what they look like on stage from the audience perspective.
Cool. Love it. David, what about you?
I bought an inflatable kayak this year because I wasn't sailing in Boston Harbor anymore. And I have this lovely lake a half a mile away. I fold this thing up, carry it out. And so I've had some really epic kayaking adventures. And it's really something I can see doing for a long, long time. So the inflatable kayak would be the...
So if you have great love, if you're watching this and you have great love for kayaks, that might be the way that you steer your vote. You have to vote your heart, but I mean, kayaks are definitely a thing. I'm going to toss it to Marty. Marty, what's your favorite item that you got?
Well, my favorite item is, thanks to an unexpectedly large income tax refund, I was able to afford a new M1 MacBook Pro, and very nice machine. And my previous machine was about 7 years old, so I figured this will last me at least another 7 years. And it's a very nice machine.
Ooh, a lot of sevens. There's something there. 7 minutes of play, 7 minutes of MacBook. A lot of sevens. If you're into a seven thing, maybe that's your thing. How about you, Kristen?
The favorite thing I bought this year is I got cast in a show here in Austin, and it's a puppet show. So I have my new friend Remy, and I really love her so much. Even though I'm not great with the puppet, I still love it for sight.
Yay!
Hey!
That is awesome. How about Carolyn? What
Yes.
about you?
Well, I'll go with the sevens. I traded in a 2007 Acura MDX, so 14-year-old car, for a red Ford Mustang.
Ooh.
Oh.
That is a reason to vote for her. That is a reason to vote for her.
Total electric. Yay. It's
All right.
wonderful. Highly
I think we got
recommend it.
everybody except Peg Davis.
Well, I bought something that nobody else has bought of the group of you. I bought an electric extractor because we're beekeepers, and instead of having to crank to get the honey out, we can now put the frames in an electric extractor, turn the thing on, and we get glorious honey out of it. And that's what makes us so sweet.
Aw, Peg, you are just so sweet. Well, I got to say that unlike Marty, I had to pay a lot of money in taxes this year. So I think the best thing I bought this year was fresh mozzarella, maybe some fresh veggies from the market.
I have to
Rick?
go with mine is I went 2 weekends ago to Planet of the Apes Marathon at a drive-thru, and they had a raffle. And my wife pointed out that I owned everything in the raffle, except there was one thing. I didn't win it, but I bought it on Etsy, and I think I just checked an email. I think I got it. I got a Planet of the Apes mask that's waiting for me.
And we're going to look to see that.
And you're wearing it now.
So if you are an audience member, this is the WHY, or this is the public broadcasting thing that I do. If you are an audience member, you've seen wonderful improv. Help support great improv by voting. Vote your conscience, vote your love, vote your heart, vote however you want to vote, but vote. You don't have to know somebody to vote for them. You can give them love by doing that. Do your improv duty. do please vote for these people. You have some time. Judy, how much time do people have to vote for this show?
You can vote up to 10 times per show. So 10 times you can spread those votes out over these people. You can vote until 8:30 tomorrow morning. So if you have other people that you want to vote for you, all of you guys, go on to the Facebook event, share that link with your friends. And once you've shared that link, tell them all to go vote for you. You can stack as much as you want to. That is allowed. So this is not a true competition in that sense. It is, let's see who I can get to come watch my video. Remember, if you and your partner both get whatever votes for your pair today. So say, let's see, who was together? Say Kristen and Carolyn got, Kristen got 10 votes and Carolyn got 10 votes. All 20 of those votes would go to both of them. So, but then tomorrow you get the votes of your new partner. So it would help us if the audience doesn't vote for just their friends. Throw a few out there in other directions. Otherwise, everybody will have the same number of votes. And we'll have to throw it out to Mickey to make a decision.
Yeah.
Or maybe just draw out of a hat again.
All right, so you can wave bye-bye. We're going to be going off the air. All the lovely people that have been watching, thank you so much for watching us.
Thank you so much.
And we hope to see you again soon and count your wonderful votes.
Thank you.
And we are out of here.